Good morning, good evening. This is Candleshoplotto coming to you once again in this lovely month of October. These right here are the hits and the hitters that have hit. Congratulations. We have had a whole lot more hits than just these. But these are the hits that I'm posting because these are our most recent things that I have saw and went back to look, to see. Now, Georgia hit the 1847. Congratulations to everybody out there in Georgia. South Carolina just caught the 2105. And these were from my Pick 4 Hot Traveling numbers, people who donated. I gave these numbers out to you, and you caught those. Congratulations. Illinois from my Pick 4 Instant Bundle. The 0007 hit from the triples in the Pick 4 and also the 5551. Congratulations, everybody in Illinois. Virginia, I just got a nice tip from somebody in Virginia. She caught the 9333 from my Pick 4 Instant Bundle. Congratulations, as well as New Jersey with the 2522. Everyone who follows me on Facebook or Instagram from Ohio, they caught those triple ones in the Pick 3. It's directly there on my board. There's been a lot of triple twos going around. If you look at my board and you notice the X's up there, that represents the twos. I didn't put them up there because I didn't fully track, but yes, they are a part of the triples for the Pick 3 that will be going out there this month. Those are the ones that are hot. I didn't put them out there because, like I said, I didn't fully track. And if I don't have it all the way in my hand, well, I know for sure, then I won't put it up there on that board. Let's move on forward. This is going to be a teaching video. I'm going to teach. I hope everybody's paying attention. Please pay attention. Now I notice we're going to do South Carolina. We're going to do October the 13th, for South Carolina. Now, South Carolina, this is South Carolina, on the 13th of October the 13th, all right? South Carolina had the 0325. 0325, and this is Pick 4, you all. So I know you could be aware. So this is my old school plus minus mirror system. Follow my older videos so you can understand what's going on here. But this will be the plus, the minus, and the mirror. So you got your plus here, your minus, and your mirrors here, Now we got the 1, 4. This should be the 1. This should be the 4. This should be a 3. This should be a 6, Now here we should have a 9, a 2, a 1, and a 4. Our mirrors is going to be 5, 8. And we're going to have the 7 and the 0, Now, this happened on the 13th of October. These are the numbers that came. This section right here, 0, 3, 2, and the 5, Now, everybody who hit in South Carolina, I tell everybody, use your working runs. Use your working runs. The hit that came from this in South Carolina was the 2105. And here is your 2, 1. Oh, this marker don't want to write today. We're going to have to use the black. I like to use color coordinations, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it like we doing it now. Now your 2 and your 1. This one don't want to act right either. And your 05 is there, or you could have got it from down here. That's your 2, 1, which is 0, and your 5 in connections. You could have got it there, or you could have got it from over here. All right. Now, I'm congratulating everybody for using my plus minus mirror system. This works at a very high average for the Pick 4. People who basically want to do some type of a chart or, like a tic-tac-toe format to get their hits. This works very proficiently in the Pick 4. Now, I gave this number out. This hit, the hit was the 2105. That was the hit. And that was for South Carolina. Now, South Carolina hit that on the 14th of October. I gave these numbers out on the 12th. I gave this out October 12th. So I gave these out beforehand, before the number even fell. All right? You follow a work and run, knowing the formulations of what you should be playing. And yes, South Carolina, the F1, let me give it out in case people want to know what's the F1. Evening to mid. Evening to mid, South Carolina. She caught this. A lot of people caught it. It ain't just one person, but I know I had about 8 people to email me, and I had a lot of messaging messenger about this South Carolina hit. So I know for sure I talked to one specific person. So I'm just dealing with her because I know I talked with her. Everybody else say I hit it, but I didn't talk to them. This is how, when I talked her through it, she said, yeah, I used the plus minus mirror system, and we walked through it. And this is how she caught that hit, because this is a high hitting system and a very high average. I already had gave her that out with my pick for hot traveling numbers. Okay. So she added it up and said, okay, the 2105 is in there. And she went here and she searched for her pairs, okay, that I taught her when we was talking through it, you know, and that's going to be in my part 2 book. And she caught that. That was an easy catch, okay? There's a lot of easy catches out there, but you have to pay attention, okay? Now, we're going to do Georgia because a lot of people, rewind this video, please, because I keep it moving, y'all. And y'all know I don't slow down and I don't try to drag. I try to get the information out there as quickly and as proficiently as possible. Now, Georgia on the 13th. We're going to deal with Georgia. I'm going to put a GA there for Georgia, okay? Georgia had the 0921. Okay, now doing my plus minus mirror system. Let's keep it going. All right, we just gonna move it on down the line. That's 0, and we're gonna have our 5 and our 4 and our 7, and I believe that's our 6. Okay, we don't have any outcast numbers here, and there was no outcast numbers in the South Carolina if you're paying attention. Okay, now what hit in Georgia on the this came out on the 13th, so this had to hit the next day on Georgia. And the F1 for Georgia will be night. This is a hard one to catch, okay? So y'all go ahead and lock this down for the next few drawings. That's your F1 for Georgia. People make it very hard to do Georgia and maybe places like Texas because there are 3 draws, 4 draws, things of that nature. This is your F1 for Georgia. This is the hottest F1 that's been working very proficiently, and that's the night to eve, okay? So, what hit in Georgia was the illustrious 1847. And this is where I want to put the colors on it, but I can't, so we can't color coordinate it. So we're going to hit it right here. The 1847. Okay, I had a young gentleman that contacted me. He said, yeah, I hit it. I caught it from those plus minus, the plus minus mirror system that you gave out, for the pick 4. And plus he was talking about the pick 3. So we had the mirror follow system in effect as well. But this right here was a good hit. A lot of people caught a lot of money from that, from using the night to eve Formula 1 for Georgia. Okay, so everybody out there in Georgia, pay attention and try to work that out and look for the working runs for that particular format. Okay, that's your Formula 1, the F1. Okay, so that was a good hit. And like I say right here, I gave these out on the 12th. Okay, so I gave these numbers out before the hit even came. A lot of people, I don't know why they don't do it, but you should give your people things that's going to drop and hit. Okay, and it shouldn't take more than 7 days. I always tell everybody that's my slogan. I follow it, I live by it, and I produce it daily. Okay, so if you're not hitting at least once every 7 days, something wrong with your system. You need to reevaluate. Okay, regroup. All right, let's keep it moving. Now here we got New York, y'all. We got New York. New York, we're going to deal with some pick 3 right quick, because a lot of people say, oh, Candle Shop, I'm trying to, figure out what should I use for the pick 3. And I tell everybody, this is the number one thing you use. You use my mirror follow system. They had the 423 in New York. Okay? Now, you follow my mirror follow system, watch my other video, you'll understand what's going on here. Okay? So the 7126 comes off the 4. You cancel out the 2. Okay? And then you got your 6015 coming off the 3. Okay, the 4 is dropping that, the 3 is dropping that, the 2 is canceled. What hit in New York on this came on October the 12th. Okay, now October the 13th in New York, what dropped was the 821. This is your pair right here, the 2-1. Okay, New York is not doing a lot of pairs right now. They are following the actual traveling numbers at the moment. Okay. I gave her this traveling number out. I gave this out to her, I believe, on the 11th at night. So she caught this on the 13th, and I believe she caught that straight. That was a straight hit for several people. I didn't get a whole lot of emails, but I know several people, because I gave this out quite a bit, caught that 821. Plus, I highlighted it. So I didn't just give her the numbers. I highlighted specifically this 821, and they caught that very nice, very well. Congratulations once again. That's why I congratulate people, because they be paying attention. So congratulations everybody out there in New York, because when you pay attention, you get those hits, okay? Now, let's keep it moving. We're going to move over to another state, and I'm going to show you the difference here. So that's why I say pay attention. I always say that. Let's do North Carolina. All right, we're going to drop that marker because it's not working right. North Carolina, on October the 12th, I believe they caught that 263. Okay? Going to cancel the 6. From the 2, all right, we're going to get the 5-9. And we'll get the 0-4. Okay? All right, now from the 3, we're going to get the 6-0-1-5. All right, now what hit on October the 13th? This is October the 12th, and we talking about October the 13th. These are quick hits, y'all. This ain't no, dragging it out a long time to get your money. Okay, the 5-6-1 hit. Okay, and the 5-6-1 could have hit from either the 6-5 pair or the 5-1 pair. The pair that I gave her was the 1-5 pair. Okay, so that was a pair hit and a traveler hit. Okay, but she caught that. She caught that very proficiently. Quite a few people. I had a young gentleman, what was his name? Eli. I believe his name was Eli. He caught it as well. A lot of people caught that 561 in North Carolina. But if you pay attention to North Carolina had it 2 different ways. Okay, it paired out on the 5-6 and the 5-1, which is the exact whole number. Okay, so North Carolina is moving in both directions. You could either go through the travelers for North Carolina hits, or right now you could either go through the pairs for North Carolina hits. I gave out the 1-5 pair, and I also gave her the 5-6-1 number to play. Okay, so I cover all bases. When I send out the travelers, I'm sending you out your pairs, and I'm highlighting what you need to really put that heavy money on to get that good quick hit. Okay, now people say, well, I want to contact you, Candle Shop. Put your information up there. Make sure you always put your information up there, because I'll be wanting to contact you, and I've changed phones. I had several people tell me they changed phones, they don't have my information, but I post it on every video. But if you want to contact me, I'll still put it up here. If you want to contact me by email, that's the number one thing to use to contact me. My email is marienely30@gmail.com. Okay, now if you want to Facebook me, my Facebook and Instagram, that's everything. That's in Instagram. You want podcasts, and this YouTube. It's Candle Shop, Candleshoplotto. That's how you contact me. You contact me on Facebook Messenger. You can message me on Instagram, and you can watch my IGTV videos, which this one might not go on because it's kind of long. Okay, I might have to cut it a little short. But that's my contact info. Contact me if you like to get anything. The sage is bumping. I have some more sage available. My pick 4 instant bundles for all these triples and quads and things like that for the pick 4. They are available for all states. Okay, look at my hit board on my Facebook page or my Instagram page. Follow my podcasts, which are on Podbean. My podcast is Podbean. So you can follow me on Podbean. Or you can follow me on Spotify. Okay. That's an O, y'all. I write kind of sloppy when I'm moving quick. But that's the information, okay? And I've also listed it in several other places. But I want to congratulate everybody once again. Rewind this video. I moved pretty quick. I will be on here live this week. So please just pay attention. Hit that bell so you'll be notified when I put up a video or I go live. And I will be going live very soon. Congratulations once again, y'all. This is Candle Shop Lotto. Like I always say, listen to my podcast, y'all. Y'all stay safe. Stay tuned. And whatever you do, y'all keep getting those hits because they out there. All right.